Hello, everybody. We are here at Draw 6 at the U.S. Junior National Championships in Chaska, Minnesota. The featured game today is Team Wendling versus Team Church.
Brenden. Team Brenden.
Oh, whoops. Team Brenden. Good start.
I'm Chase Sinnott, and I'm with Ben Richardson. We're looking forward to the draw today as we keep going through the round robin. It's been a lot of good games so far, and I think this will be another one.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Wendling is sitting at 3-2 right now, and Brenden is at 2-3. So hopefully we got an exciting game coming up.
The teams just finished their pregame practice. Wendling came out with the hammer, so soon they'll start their warm-up slides after the ice is done being mopped, and we'll get the game going.
Here are your hammers for this draw, gentlemen. Sheet 2, red. Sheet 3, red. Sheet 4, yellow. Sheet 5, red. All right, gentlemen, at the far end, you can take slides and start proceeding down to the other end. Your game will begin in 1 minute. The ice is yours. Oh, man, sorry, you can step in the ice, pull your players and take slides. Don't slide into each other, please. Good luck, good curling.
All right, 1 minute till the game starts. The teams are taking their warm-up slides. We'll see them have their team meetings, and then the game will get going.
Looks like Wendling won the draw to the button, so Team Brenden will be up first with the yellow rocks.
On the other sheets today, we have Team Kevin Tuma versus Team Ethan Hebert, Team Caden Hebert versus Team Daniel Casper, and Team Ryan Church versus Team Joseph Charles. We'll give you guys periodic updates as we go through the games as well.
Oh.
Looks like Zach is calling for the center guard, so an aggressive start. Judging by that ice, it seems like there's no lack of curl.
A little wide. Pretty good.
Yeah, we've been seeing about 5 to 6 feet of curl depending on the rotation of the players.
Try and push it. Push it.
They're
Push
not
it.
touching this rock yet,
Fine.
though.
Push it. Fine. Good.
Looks like it might be a little heavy.
Push it at least. I want. If it's not a guard, get it in. Get it in.
Looks like it'll be close. I think it might just barely be biting.
Just kind. That's fine. You came a little. You were wide.
Not a bad spot, especially first rock in the first end.
No.
Never really know what the speed is going to be like, so
Yep, 10-5.
a little deep like that is
Maybe even
no problem.
sternum. That looks like not much ice.
I do like seeing that intention of being aggressive in the first end, though. A lot of junior teams you won't see try that. They'll just go right into a hit game from the start on purpose. So it's cool to see this aggressive game coming out, especially with the 5-rock rule.
Yeah, especially it's draw 6 now, so I feel like most of these teams probably have a fairly good idea of what it's going to do in the first end.
Yep,
So
gotta go, Chris.
Definitely.
if you can play aggressive and get an advantage right off the bat, that can prove to be a game winner.
Yeah, especially if you can surprise them.
Okay.
They make contact, but they're not able to kill the yellow one. So it looks like Zach is going to put it right back where it was. Actually, he's going to split the rings here, which is a good call.
Yep. Split it. Well, we're also inside. I got an 85. I don't know if that's right.
I think that's
Probably pretty close.
Little wide. Top 12. Actually, full 8. Full 8.
So they're going to try to place these rocks
Full
even
8,
to
guys.
avoid giving Team Wendling any sort of double.
Yep. Gotta go.
This is
Hard,
one of those
guys.
paths
Gotta
that
go.
I wonder
All the
if
way,
either
gotta go,
team
gotta
actually
go.
threw down it
You
during
got it.
practice.
Keep it going. All the way. You got it,
Path
guys.
is probably fresh.
Hard.
And we can see here
Get it
the
here.
rocks coming up a little bit light. So
That's all right.
probably got caught in a fresh path there.
A lot of teams tend to just break down the draw paths during their pregame practice. So those inside and outside lines will usually be a little slower. And some teams don't take that into account.
Control, baby, control down!
I see
Control
people
down!
get caught up in it all the time.
Hard, Chris, hard.
Yes.
Come on, Chris, gotta go.
Hard, Chris.
Hard, Chris, go, 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 go. Come on,
Hard,
Chris.
Chris.
Come on, Chris.
Sweeping really hard for this one.
Come on, Chris.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
I
It
don't
looks
know
like
if
it
I'm
really
sure
caught some
gripper.
frost there on the way down.
Yeah, I don't think he threw that as
That
hard as he
light.
wanted to, or probably just
where
got
you
caught
go?
in another fresh path.
Exactly. That's all right. Still early in the end. There's a lot of shots left.
90.
So now I think they're gonna once again try to split the rings here. Probably come under the yellow guard.
Line's tight.
Touchdown, yeah!
Just fighting.
We're
Just fighting, guys.
Looks like the call is to just be top
Just
12
fighting.
underneath the
Gotta go.
corner guard there.
Hard, guys. Gotta go.
Choke
Go.
off the corner.
Gotta
the
go.
corner,
Yeah.
because it's not really helping their team out too much. It's not really a center guard. This one is also coming up light.
Looks like they got caught in the same path.
Yeah.
Both rocks in a similar spot, so it seems like they both threw the draw weight for the regular path, the draw path, and just got caught there.
Just control again.
All right. Wes calling for the same shot.
Clean.
Control!
Yes.
Control! Yep, hard, hard. Hard, Charlie, hard.
Swooping right away again.
Hard, Charlie.
This one looks a little heavier than the previous hit,
You got
so
Charlie.
Looks like they're trying to roll outward a little bit. Let's get right on the nose.
it's a good shot. Getting right on the nose, keeps the blank alive. Brenden is going to try to hit and
normal.
roll under the two yellow guards, and since they're staggered, it's going to be really hard to get at whichever rock ends up underneath those two. So it's kind of a battle of which team
Gotta
is going
go.
to be able to make the
Hard,
roll
guys.
first.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Even those two aren't on the center line like they'd probably want them, it's still nice to have
Gotta
that
go.
stagger over the edge of the forefoot.
Off. Off.
So another rock is taken off here.
After 3 rocks, it might not be the ice not being broken down, it might just be the path.
What do you think for time?
Yeah, that path might curl more than others that they've seen in previous games. So now Wendling can take advantage of those 2 staggered guards. Come underneath. Got to be careful though. You don't want it to leave a
3, you rock.
double
Yep, hard, hard.
for
3.
Brenden.
Hard, Charlie,
So
hard.
if they're dead even, that would
Gotta
be
go,
perfect.
Charlie. 3.
Or even a little deep in back 8, back 12 would be a good spot as well.
Hard, John.
Super hard to get it by those guards.
A really good one.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Going for weight too.
Bye.
Just
just
ticks the
touches it.
guard.
Great seat. No, we weren't final line.
Puts another guard out front. This one is open though, so if they don't roll enough here, Team Brenden, then there will be a run back with the red, right under the pile of guards.
Yeah, that's the good news for Wendling is that even though they came up short, it is their rock in front, so now they have an out if Brenden is able to hit and roll under those guards.
Yep. Hard, guys. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go.
Sweeping this
Gotta
one
go, guys.
too. Kills the rock, but does it stay in the rings? Nope. Rolls out.
I like this now.
Now we'll see Wes call to go right under that center guard they now have.
Yeah, now they're kind of back in the normal draw pass. I'll be curious to see if this one acts differently than the previous draws that they've been throwing.
This is John's first rock of the game.
Stay close. Stay close.
Chris Rock.
Sweepers are acting like this one is
Line's
pretty
pretty good.
close.
Whoa, then.
Not touching it now.
Seem a little
Really gotta
hesitant.
curl.
Might be
Really
a
gotta
little
curl.
heavy, or there on its own.
Hard finish. To my broom.
Going now to finish it. Looks
To my
pretty
broom, all the
close.
way.
It's a nice shot.
It's a really good shot there.
It's a good judge by the sweepers.
So now Brenden doesn't have much of a choice but to try to draw down to it.
This is Caden Kraft throwing. Going for the
Line's
freeze
good.
right down to it.
Top 4.
Even if they
Full
tap it
4.
back a little bit, that's really good.
Yeah, really shrinks the scoring area for Wendling.
Gotta be here.
Looks like it curls
Owen's
plenty
rock.
enough to make that tap if they wanted to.
Owen. Hard Owen. Hard Owen, hard.
Going to make this curl, and well, they're going to tap it a little bit.
Looks like it's about a quarter, almost half under the red center guard. It's not the easiest to get rid of, but definitely possible.
Just bump a little bit.
It's hard to see how much of that
You can play the run.
Wendling can see, but I would imagine
the
with
run,
how
it
much it
opens it
curls that
up.
they could
We can
probably
try
get
it.
to the inside with like
Just like
back
normal.
line or hack weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, even less. They only need like a back 12, almost back 8.
Yeah.
They bump it out of the forefoot. They're going to be sitting 2 with some backing.
No reason to kill the yellow,
No.
I want just a little off nose.
but they are going
What?
to play
A little off nose.
the run back here, which is a good call because it's almost one of those shots where you can't miss, because even if you don't make the run back, then you peel out the center guard, so you'll have access to the
Go for the
yellow
back.
rock.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's like they might just be playing a straight peel,
Ooh.
or they were
My
trying
bad.
to maybe pick the yellow.
It seemed like they called for the
Flicked it out.
the peel or the run back, whichever
Yeah.
came. You can hear John
Yeah, I
there
don't
saying
know.
that he flicked it out a little
I
bit.
think you just
Yeah,
go right here.
maybe they were calling the audible
Yeah.
and just trying to get it by and
Yeah.
Yep.
get the yellow.
I'm worried though, if they touched that yellow, it looked like it was going right into the red in the back 4.
That's what I thought too. So now, with Brendan's first
guard.
rock here, they
Yep.
can put his guard in an even better spot than that red one was before, so it'll be completely buried. And that yellow rock is going to be
Heavy.
really tough to remove.
We'll probably see him put like a 2 guard right in
sitting now.
between the hog line and the top of the
We're
house,
sitting.
just to the right of the center line.
Here's Zachary Brendan's first rock of the end.
Fine. 1 to 3. Kynes rock. Kynes rock.
Calling it a high or halfway guard.
Owen, go. Hard.
Looks
Gotta
it's
move,
got
guys.
a lot.
Yeah, they're really sweeping the curl.
Hard.
We should see some late finish though. So we'll see how
Yeah.
much they can drag it over. You can already see it going a lot.
Hard.
Not a whole lot of rotation on that rock either, so it'll
My
really
bad.
cut at the end there.
Shoot.
Looks like they may have left an opening there for Wendling.
Head normal up. Keep it straight.
It's definitely a port, but they can't over curl
I think
because
you
it
need
will
normal though, 'cause
jam into the red.
It's a
Yeah, it's
pretty
kind of
tight.
an awkward shot either way. Probably have to throw it
If you can roll
fairly
that way,
hard.
that's great.
Yeah.
Try to roll underneath the pile of 3 guards there.
Right. They could cross it just a little bit and kill their back red, which isn't really helping them at all at this point.
No, but almost at this point in the end, you try to keep that around for your 2.
Yeah, it is so late in the end.
And if you can roll under that pile of guards, you might have a chance for 3.
Roll to the left.
Because how do you draw in there? You have to go around the guard he just threw? Brenden would?
Yeah, that would be tough. And that would be definitely a fresh path. I don't think anyone's thrown down there.
No,
So it
it's
would
going to
be pretty much a guess as to what the weight would be.
be like throwing the first rock in a league game.
Clean.
Yeah.
Whoa. Stay close.
Seems
Here is
close.
Yep.
Wes's
Whoa.
first rock here.
Yep. Hard line.
Sweeping it for long.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No.
It's a nice shot.
That's a very good shot. They might
Maybe
now.
we can do this.
Brendan might be forced to just
It would have to be heavy
hit
draw.
the rock that's open and kind of give up his
Yeah.
2, or play a
Yeah.
riskier shot in a path that's never been thrown
Okay.
on.
If he can play
Oh,
like
pretty
a
rough, but
hackish weight, he can even come down to it. Or a freeze, honestly.
I think that's
Just
what
bump
they're
it a
calling.
little
I think
bit.
they're calling the freeze. You could even come to the left red and kind of tick off of it and freeze onto the back one.
Definitely.
If you can get the right line,
Draw
there's
through that port.
almost a wall for him to come down
Well,
to.
heavy draw.
Just a matter of getting through that port.
Yeah.
And the port's angled against him, too, to make it even harder.
Yeah, this is one of those shots where as long as you've
No.
got the right weight, I think line
Gotta
is
make
more
that port.
important.
I
I just want to
agree.
make sure that the weight's there, at least like T-line.
Mm-hmm.
You can get away with even back 12.
Yeah, and the sweepers can drag it a little further, too. So you can
This is
throw
not
a little
heavy.
light and still drag it there.
Where's Wade?
Big shot here.
Sweeper
Gotta go,
saying it's
guys.
not heavy. On
Hard!
it right away.
Going hard for line as well.
Hard! Owen, go.
Oh, now it's got a curl.
It's
Is
close.
it on the yellow guard?
Let's buy it.
Whoa, tie it.
Look at this.
Wow. This looks really good.
Really nice shot by Zach there.
It's really good. I don't know if he can. He might be able to get the yellow through those two reds. There might be a hole there.
You definitely
there is.
can. But
At-
too thin, and you're just going
I
red,
like-
red with the
normal,
yellow.
Yeah, at the very
'Cause
least,
even
you
if you
could
mess it up with normal weight, we
hit
can
it
still
off
roll
the
out.
back red.
Well, it doesn't need to go out.
And
Okay.
your shooter might roll out, but at least you get your one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think there's no risk
you got
throwing
more
this
to work
shot
with.
because they're already scoring
shot.
one if nothing changes.
Yeah, at the worst, you give
I like
up a
a touch
steal of
more,
one,
but
which
done.
really isn't the end of the world.
More?
Yeah, and at best, maybe you get 3 if you hit it at the right weight through that port.
Yeah,
Just
that would be
control.
one heck of a shot.
We're going to try to punch it through the hole.
Yeah, you can hear Wes say there that he's going to try to punch it through the hole.
Yeah, we just got to hit a splitter. Just about here on the rock.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about your shooter here. Just get the yellow through the port and you'll score your 2. And if you get lucky, your shooter sticks around and you get 3.
2 is huge in the first end, and even scoring 1 in the first end is going to increase your chances of winning.
Close for weight.
So here we go. Here's the
Clean!
last shot
Whoa,
for
clean!
Wes Wendling.
Clean.
Saying to
Yeah.
clean.
Whoa,
Looks
clean.
really close here.
Whoa! Curl, go for curl. Curl. Hard. Nice shot.
Nice
Gets
shot.
through the hole. Wow,
You red?
great shot.
Great line call, too.
So Team Wendling opens this game with 2 points. We'll be back after this break.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
And we're back now for the second end of Team Wendling versus Team Brenden. Wendling scored 2 in the first end, and so they'll be up first.
Oh yeah.
Didn't see what he called for this shot, but I would imagine he's going to go top 4.
Charlie Thompson sliding out.
3.
They're calling it 3 and not sweeping.
So
So
might
I'll
go
assume
with the
it's
guard here.
supposed to, yeah.
Looks like it's heavy.
I think it's just going to be center guard.
Not a bad call. It's so early in the end,
Yep,
or in the
Can't hurt
game,
it, yep. Yep, hard.
that no reason to
Go clean. Clean out.
play
A
too
little bit.
conservatively.
Yeah, Chris.
Do a little brush.
Yep.
Oh, now here they
Go
go.
farther, boys. Great sweep.
Great sweep. Nice sweeping.
Good spot there from Charlie Thompson.
Still not sure if that was the
Right
call
here.
or not, but they seem to be happy with it, so I think that was the call to go top 4. Now we'll see Zach call a corner guard. It's always interesting to see where they place their corner guards, because some people like them tighter, some higher, some in front of the 8 foot, some in front of the 12 foot.
Little tight.
Yeah, it seems like every
Right, we're
team kind of
there.
has their
Straight here,
preference.
guys. Just right here.
It's important
Looks
to find out what
Where's
works
it at?
best for your team and
We're
stick
tight on
with it.
line.
Looks like they're calling for
Yep.
a tight
Hard,
guard
kid.
in front of the 8 foot.
Gotta go. Yep. Keep it straight.
How much
Hard,
it
guys.
curls, I think a tight
Hard, all
corner
the way.
guard is a
Yep.
great
Yep.
spot.
Yep. All the way. Good shot.
The only potential
it,
threat
boys.
with a close guard is that they're easier to run in if needed be later.
Keep 2.
But you can also, of course, run your own in, so it's a benefit as well.
10. Yeah.
So I believe the call here is for a tight guard. preference here would be if you over curl slightly, that would be just fine because you're showing the left part of the rock.
3-2.
And so Brenden wouldn't be able to hit and roll under their corner that they just threw.
3.
Okay, line's good.
2.
Whoa.
Still me?
On its own.
No, I think it's fine.
Staying on its own, so it
No,
should be a
3.
good weight. They're just letting it, trying to wait
Good
for it to
shot.
sit down.
Looks like a good spot.
Yeah, just like Ben said, covering the inside, which is better, so there's no roll.
I like the draw. I like the draw.
So they're going to come under the corner guard. You'll see a lot of teams call the corner guard early in the end, but they never really end up using it. So if you call the draw under the corner on lead second, that's a really good way just to make sure that your corner guard is
Line's
in
good.
play during this end.
Right here, guys.
It's
Where's it
Owen
at?
Nelson throwing.
Where's it at?
I'm sure he appreciates
go.
using his corner
Hard,
guard.
Caden. Yep.
I know some leads out
Yep,
there get
gotta go.
upset when they don't actually use the
Hard,
guards
boys.
that they throw.
Gotta
Yeah,
go.
it's like, what was the point?
Yep. Just Caden. Just Caden.
This looks
It's a good
pretty
shot.
good here.
Yeah, it's a nice shot.
Back 8, back 12, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, a little deep, but it does the job.
Yeah. And then
We're probably going to see Wes ignore it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, throwing up another center guard.
Instead of chasing, they just want to keep adding that pressure, especially with the 2-point lead. You want to make the other team chase you.
Yeah, and Charlie's first rock is in such a good spot that might as well just keep guarding it and let Team Brenden deal with it, because they will have to move that at some point.
Like a 2 right now.
2-3.
Just a 2 right now. 2-3.
Calling 2-3, which
Line only, weight's great.
is pretty close to the tight guard already there.
4,
You'd want it
5.
to be a little high so that any kind of double peel would be as difficult as possible.
Try to finish.
I think they're calling around the guard now as
You
a
gotta finish it then.
plan B.
Charlie, hard.
Yeah, sliding a little heavy. See if they can finish it as much as they can to try to get it under the guard. And it'll just stay out too much.
Not a bad spot. It's didn't quite
Like
curl
control.
enough.
I don't want to jam on our back yellow.
Probably can get to nose here.
Just control.
Even roll away a little bit is
Roll
good.
it.
Yeah, I think nose will be really nice. You don't even have to get rid of the back red necessarily. You could almost roll under the center guard and just push the red into the open.
Right.
Just calling a control weight here.
Not touching this. Now trying to make this curl. Be curious to see if they make contact. If it
A lot of
jams.
contact.
That
That's
works,
a really
actually.
nice shot.
That's
Good
a great
shot.
shot.
Completely splits the house. One's under a corner guard. See Wes try and call a roll back to the center line.
Control here.
They want to keep that play in the center since they don't have hammer. Try to shrink the scoring area on Team Brenden.
Calling the inside out hit here. Maybe not confident with the ice that they would have to take if they played the
Control.
in turn.
Whoa, that's
So
really curling.
so wide in the
close.
rings that
Yes.
Hard,
could
Charlie,
do
hard.
something that they wouldn't
Hard,
expect.
Charlie, hard.
Hard, Charlie.
You got this, Charlie. Almost there.
Clean, clean, clean. Whoa, whoa.
Just
whoa,
cleaning the
whoa.
stone, so it must be close.
No. Yeah. Hard John. Hard under.
That's a
Nice
really good shot.
Yeah, nice shot by Chris.
Good rock.
Gets at least a little bit of
cheese.
it buried.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the main
Same thing.
thing is that they roll towards the center and they kind of bringing the action towards the center once again.
Yeah. Trying to stay.
And even though it's not fully buried, it definitely brings that center guard now into play. So if this ever over curls, they might accidentally hit the red guard in.
Right.
And then the
That's
Team
pretty good.
Wendling will have another
Good
chance to guard
work.
it better or
Yep.
do something else with the yellow in the back.
Yep. Whoa. Never mind.
This one
Not much.
Stick. Great shot.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's a nice shot. Now the
Rolls.
rocks are even too.
Rolls back to the wings. That's a battle of the rolls here. Rolling to the center, rolling to the wings, and back and forth.
I'm sure Wes would appreciate trying to get back above the tee line. Because having the rocks in the back, if you ever roll too much, you're just going to leave more backing or not be shot anymore.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Gotta go, Charlie.
Charlie sweeping
Hard,
this
Charlie.
one really hard.
Hard for nose, Charlie.
It's like an end-to-end sweep.
Gotta go, Charlie. Come on.
Trying to hit
Get a
to
piece.
stick around here.
Oh, wow. That is curled.
Just curled by.
What's the weight?
Down and in.
Okay.
Like the weight was a little bit down on that shot.
Full 8.
I think that's what lost it there.
Like this way.
It might have also been slightly fresh path,
No,
as it was
never mind.
towards the center of the sheet where he let go. So that might have added a little bit of curl or taken off some weight as it went.
So Team Brenden coming around the center guard now. Would you ever consider coming around the corner guard rather than the center?
I definitely consider it.
A little tight.
It's nice to keep play out of the center, but leaving that red guard there,
Tight
if
out, line's
Wendling
tight.
ever
Yeah.
decides to take
Yep.
advantage
Yeah,
of
you
that,
gotta go, guys.
It might be hard to get after it because you'd
Yes,
have to keep
you gotta
healing, and they'd
go. Line
probably
is very
replace the
tight.
guard. They know that line pretty well because that's the draw path that they've always been
Oh.
throwing on.
Whoa, whoa.
This one looks like it's coming up a little light.
That's okay.
Ends up tapping the red into the rings, but yellow is still sitting 2.
You like this good?
Yeah, let's make it
But
take out so
now
this doesn't
there's
die.
a bit of a stagger with those 2 guards, so
Control.
if Wendling makes a good roll here, it'd be even harder to get at the red.
Clean. Close. Yes.
Get hard. Or Charlie hard.
Charlie's sweeping again.
Looks like this one is curling again.
Great sweep.
Get hard.
Looks close.
Roll it.
All right.
It's a little bit of a
Here's
roll.
the
It's a
top,
good
guys.
shot.
Probably see Brenden call for the roll out. Yep. He wants to keep it away from those center guards because he knows if Team Wendling gets under those, it's going to be a lot of hard shots to get after it.
And he wants to roll behind the tee line as much as he can, because if they keep nosing the rock, eventually there could be a double as well.
Or even be able to roll to the top button or top 4 for
Yep.
Team Wendling,
Yep.
and then it's really hard to get rid of it.
Yep, gotta go, guys.
And hard to draw for your 1 if need be.
Yep.
Sweeping hard on this one.
Hard, guys. Works.
End up nosing it.
That's all right.
Yep. Play same thing. Oh, you got it.
Interesting to
try and roll
see
under.
the teams use different ways to approach these hits. Team Wendling's throwing inside out, and Team Brendan's throwing from the outside in. I think it really comes down to team preference on which one you like better, or like depending on how well you know the ice on that path. That usually depicts how you're going to throw your stone.
Yeah, you certainly see a lot of teams these days have a preference for one turn over the other. It can also be from player to player. One player might really like their in turn and the other player might like their out turn. So at the end of the day, it's kind of up to the shooter what they want to throw.
Feels good.
Clean.
All right, what's his shots coming down the sheet? They're just cleaning, so it's
Yep.
probably pretty close.
Yep.
Going now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, now they're off.
Yep.
Hard roll.
Roll it. Roll it.
Calling
Hard,
for the
hard,
roll.
hard.
Hard boys.
Come on,
With the
center
roll,
line.
did they roll
Hard
under
I
the
guess we-
guards?
Looks about half
Nice
under.
shot.
It's pretty good.
I think we just do the heavy draw again, like we did. I do too.
Right here.
Yep. Heavy draw. We just probably ask for everything. Yep.
And here's Zach there saying they're going to try to throw a heavy draw weight. Just tap the red back, probably stay close to nose. Make it harder for West to have a shot at the shot rock.
Just about.
Yeah, so I don't
Yep,
think they're too
back
worried
12,
about
probably.
bringing that right
Just on
yellow
it.
into play. They're more concerned about leaving their shooter here in a good spot. That would be hard for West to get rid of.
Yeah, it seems like Team Brendan's more focused on having a shot that will give them at least their 1, and that secondary point's a bonus.
Yeah, and if they can push that red out into the open, that opens the door for a potential 3.
You gotta go.
Especially if they stay under the guards.
They're on this one right away. Hear the sweeper say that it's a little light.
Oh, what am I doing?
It's really cutting there at the end.
This one looks like it's going to
My
come up
bad.
short.
I came way light. Way light on that
It
one.
pulls up as about a 2 guard, which is on the other side of center line.
So that
Here. So it'd be like here.
So now West can throw another guard and cover up the only part of that red rock that is showing on the left.
I think they might even be coming in to top 8, top 4 area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really
Like
good
half
spot to
eight,
leave
but
it.
if we can make
But
it
even
there.
if you come up a little bit light, that's fine as well.
Okay.
But might as well make it as hard as possible
Yeah, it's
for
great if you can get it.
Brenden to score.
Yeah, it's always important to capitalize on your opponent's miss. And so this is a chance for Team Wendling to capitalize on that last shot.
What time are we thinking? Okay. Feels close.
The Super saying it feels close.
Chris's rock.
Chris rock.
Top 8, Chris's rock. Whoa, whoa. Where is it?
They seem to think it's close.
Not touching it
Whoa,
too much
whoa.
here.
Whoa.
Calling it a
Hingham's
7 and 8,
7.
which is T-line back 4.
Yep, hard. Hard. Yeah, bring it
They
back.
don't
Roll
want to set
it
up a
back.
double.
Roll it back. Roll it back.
Gotta go.
That does the
Whoa.
job. Still sitting 2, and they didn't leave a double.
I think you just got to go for that.
Yeah, they called them up at the end there to make sure it got by.
I like
'cause
same ice, right?
if it ever wrecked on the red and left a double, could give Brenden a shot for 2.
Or same ice.
But it does the trick. Forces Team Brenden into a shot for 1.
Looks like they're going to be throwing the same shot.
It's going to be
Trying
more
the same
than
shot
a
as their
guard
last.
this time. My bad on that one. I'm going to throw more than a guard this time. Actually try to throw back 12 here. Yeah. We have just one.
So you can hear that conversation between the skip and the sweepers there. It's important to make sure you get all the information across to the sweepers because you have a long talk with your vice, and then sometimes the sweepers get left out of all the key information about how to make the shot. But they had good communication there about what they need to do and how to throw it.
Oh. No.
Come on, you got to curl.
No.
This one is out there.
It's hanging.
Saying it needs to curl.
It's not moving much.
Might be on the back red.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Which
nose on
they
the
are.
back red.
So
Yeah.
gives up a steal of 1.
Now Wendling's up 3-0 after the second end, and we'll be right back after this break.
The road to Olympic gold begins in Omaha for the nation's top men's and women's curling teams. The U.S. Olympic team trials for curling return to Baxter Arena from November 12th through the 21st. Only 2 teams can berth an Olympic bid from Omaha. Every match is a battle for a spot in Beijing's Winter Games. Get your all-session tickets on August 16th through usacurling.org. Witness medals in the making this November.
Up 3-0 after a steal of 1 in the second.
He wants the top house, right?
I want 5-6.
Oh dear. Tell him it's 3 only.
3-2. Chris.
Looks like the call here was for top 4, but they're
Okay.
calling it a little
2
bit
wide.
light.
Let's go for center line here.
2-1.
Yeah, just a little more. Yep. A little farther.
Looks like it'll be a halfway guard, which
That's
is
good.
a good spot. Brenden opting to beat them around the center.
I don't know.
Maybe thinking that the corner guard strategy he used last end didn't work out too well, so
Top,
he's going to try something different.
top 8, guys. It's got to move. Caden's rock. Hard, Caden. Whoa.
This one is out
Gotta
there pretty
curl.
wide. It's got to curl.
Weight's fine.
Kind of doing a
It's gotta
similar thing
move a
to
bunch. Caden,
Zach's
go.
last in the last end.
Yeah,
I wonder if you get too far out there, it's not going to catch curl.
maybe
My
the
bad.
ice is starting to straighten up as we get to the third end. See that fairly often in games. Starts out curling a lot and then straightens out throughout the game as more rocks go down the paths.
Control. Maybe control down. Control.
Yes.
Chris, come on, Chris, come on.
Clean, clean.
Come on,
clean.
Chris. Gotta go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's Charlie Thompson's second rock here. Trying to hit and roll.
Take the
All
roll.
right, just roll the center. Good sweeping.
She does.
Not fully buried, but it's definitely better than where it was before. Slowly inching their way over.
Yeah.
Looks like Zach's calling for the same roll here now.
Roll.
I don't think Zach would mind blinking here if he had to. Get the hammer in the even ends.
How's weight?
Settle up.
Okay, it's gotta move.
We're gonna catch the edge.
It's coming.
Curl, lightly sweeping to curl.
Makes
Just
contact,
touches
but
it.
doesn't kill the rock.
Pushes it to the outer 12.
Top 4.
Yeah, in comparison to the first end where everything was seemed to be curling too much, now everything seems to be under curling. So I think both teams getting caught a little bit with the ice changing a little bit.
While they're throwing, we'll do a quick score update. Kevin Tuma versus Ethan Hebert. The score is 0-0 after 2. Caden Hebert versus Daniel Casper. The score is 4-0 Casper after 2 ends.
5.
And Ryan Church versus Joseph Charles. The score is 1-1 after 2 ends.
Whoa, whoa, careful. Wait till the end.
You're right. My bad. My bad.
Whoa,
We jumped
whoa,
it.
whoa.
My bad. We jumped it.
Can we go back now?
Well. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looks like a slight misjudgment from the sweepers.
Okay.
Leaving it back 4.
Yeah, we'll just sit on that.
Definitely isn't preferable because they
Above
open
the
up a
button.
freeze opportunity for Team Brenden.
Not terrible though, because it's still all of the play is now drawn towards the center. So they are going to call the freeze here.
Line's fine.
Down.
This is another one of those shots where if you're a little bit heavy and you end up tapping it back,
Gotta move.
I think that would be preferable to coming up light.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it's definitely the pro side to be a little heavy here.
It's coming.
The rock still is hanging out there.
Weight's fine.
Here it's curling now.
Weight looks really close on this.
It does. The weight was really
All right.
nice.
Pretty good shot, just didn't quite curl enough. So now I think Wendling can
I like this
hit and
control.
roll under the center. He might
I know,
still
we're doing
be
control.
probably splitting the T line with this, but
Oh,
at least
Never mind.
access to the button will
And for the
not
third
be
time,
there
he's gonna
anymore.
change it up.
I think he switched the call though. It looks like he's playing the freeze.
Which I don't mind at all.
Yeah, if he makes it really good, that's be hard to get rid of the shooter.
Yeah, that's definitely a little.
Definitely less.
4.
Done.
Right.
They're saying this is less weight,
3-4 right now. We gotta
calling
be
it
5-6, boys.
tight guard to top 12.
I'm trying to make it curl.
Looks like it's pretty close though.
Just one. Whoa, whoa. Just one. Whoa, careful, careful. We'll finish.
He looks really close.
Beauty.
That's a great shot.
Nice shot by Chris.
Taps it back a little bit, kind of sets up a wall on the back forefoot.
Pretty much exactly where they wanted it.
Little bump back's fine.
Little up, that's fine. I think. Yeah.
All right. Pretty much the same shot we just saw is being
Oh.
called again.
Line's good.
They're going to try to do a little bit of
Yeah.
a tap back, change the angles,
Gotta
try to
be
set it
here.
up better for
Not
them.
there. It's through.
Calling this one through the house.
Yeah, it's out.
Sweepers are giving up on this one.
Just didn't quite catch the curl because of the weight.
Like back line. Just do a bump.
Now we'll see
Okay.
Team Wendling try to capitalize on that. Looks like they're going to call like a back line weight, tap the yellow back, and try to leave their 2 reds frozen on each other. Though I wouldn't mind just a straight up freeze on the red.
60 or
Yeah, I would even consider just throwing a guard.
Yeah, honestly.
Letting Team Brenden deal with the situation around the button, because as it looks right now, I mean, the angles are all in Wendling's favor. So you could make this really good and
Hard, Charlie.
possibly sit 3, but you could also do the opposite and kind of change up the angles in favor of Brenden.
It looks like this is over curling a little bit.
Oh, stop, stop,
Looks
stop.
like it's past the front red.
It's like they're gonna call the
That was
audible.
my
and
bad. I need more room. Right rack down.
So now the problem is Team Wendling's left this pocket.
Good news for them is it's still going to take at least a couple shots for them to remove the red that's right on the
I
button.
don't know. Do the same thing. Back 12. It's fine.
I call the same shot again here.
Taking similar ice to the last one. I can't help but wonder if it's too much.
Yeah,
We've
especially
seen a lot of rocks stay.
Yeah. We've not really seen
We're tight.
many rocks
Line's
over
tight.
curl yet.
Yep, yep,
Looks close.
yep, yep.
He's calling for line this time.
Gotta go, guys.
Yeah!
Yes. Yep, yep. Just go all the way.
Weight looks pretty
Yep.
close.
It's okay if it overcurls on this one because you can go to the other one, just like they are now.
That's fine.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So that rock's going to be hard to get rid of as well. Those two red on the tee line.
I kind of like this.
Looks like they're going to come the other way now.
Or
Maybe
you
try
can
to come
follow
to the
that,
yellow
yeah.
and tap it back, or
And then if we're
well,
light,
to
we
be
got-
honest, you could probably get to it from that same turn with how much it curls and how high that guard is.
Yeah, I almost prefer that way just because you've thrown this path so many times and seen it so many times.
Yeah, if you were to throw the in-turn, it would be more of a guess.
Yeah, different speed and probably a different amount of curl.
Stay close. Just stay close.
Chris Rock.
They're not touching this. They're saying it's a little bit
Stay close.
heavy.
Chris.
Trying to make it
Whoa.
curl.
Whoa then.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
they're coming off again.
Stay close.
Gotta curl though. Yeah, just a little. Whoa, whoa.
Definitely a little bit
Let it
heavy.
rub. That's not bad.
It's interesting.
They end up tapping their red just a
Right
little
here.
bit.
Yeah.
Still really difficult to get rid of that.
I like tack.
There might be a hole between the two yellows
just
that you
tack.
could punch the red through.
They have to hit it pretty thin though to make it through there without touching a yellow either.
Yeah, now if they hit it thin, they have the red on the side that could kind of catch the shooter. But even if you make that shot, there's still going to be a fairly large pocket that Wendling can throw into.
It seems like they're going to
How's
throw
weight?
hack weight and just try to create some more backing for
Control?
themselves while also removing that yellow because the yellow
No.
is holding that red in place
Gotta
right
move.
now.
Never.
They're saying never. See if we get some late finish here.
Could play off the side one. Looks really close.
That's fine.
It's a pretty good
It's a
result.
pretty good shot. They may have left a
You just
double
wanna play
back
heel,
though.
like ice here, and then you just hit with a lot of weight because they're
Though it's
make
close
it.
to sticking on the red on the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If not a little bit.
They could even
I like
possibly
normal up
make
there,
this
John.
and roll up
Normal up there?
underneath the guard a little
Let's
bit
go peel where you
Yeah.
want to hit.
if you hit it thick enough.
Peel here.
Yeah.
It's the last peel we threw up, you know?
So, do you want like a touchless ice or?
Yeah.
Definitely a
Right
big
here.
opportunity here though for Team Wendling. You make this and you can sit 4.
You could hear them talking about their previous peel shot and adjusting the ice base off
Peel.
of that. I think as long as they get an inside roll, they'll be pretty happy with the outcome on this one.
Just stay close. Didn't take off, but. you're ready.
Yeah, you can hit this fairly thin and still make the double. So I think the pro side would be to get to that left side of the rock.
Close.
Rock is underway.
Yep. Yes.
Calling them
sweet.
on now. Must be pretty close.
Hard. 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 Good shot.
It's a nice
There
shot.
you go. Makes the double. Rolls behind the tee line, but it's, they're still sitting 4, so it's a really good result.
Yeah.
And it's late
Yeah.
enough in the end that
They're sitting.
Team
4.
Brenden isn't
Yeah.
going to have much of an opportunity to get more than 2.
It's a really good chance to get a freeze onto this red, and it'll be hard to remove the yellow just because the wall of red's behind the tee line now.
Sit on it. Heavy is fine, obviously. So pro side's heavy. Yeah.
You hear them talking about the pro side. Heavy's okay.
Yeah.
This
If I'm
little
heavy,
tap
it's okay.
is still going to have
Can't be light, obviously.
backing behind it,
Aiden,
even
we
if
need
you
less.
bump it more.
If they make this
Less.
shot, I would be tempted as Team Wendling just to
Little less.
tap it
Not
on the
really.
nose and make it really hard for them to score 2. Even if they do score 2,
That's good.
you're up 1 with the hammer.
Even a freeze onto it. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you can't hit the red either if it's frozen on the yellow. Because the yellow will bounce off the backing.
Scoring area is
very
going to be
tight.
really small.
We need tea.
Sweepers are on this one right away.
They're really sweeping it.
Going
Looks
for
like
line too.
Yeah,
Gotta
line and
go,
weight.
guys.
Come on, you're good.
Looks like they're
The
really
weight's
dragging it though.
close. Yeah, the weight's not bad at all.
Shoot.
Weight was good. It just
He's right
overcurled.
here. If he hits it,
It looks
it crashes
like-
and this hits
Looks like
here.
their third shot.
Red
I
is
think.
still sitting too.
But
Yeah,
here's,
that's
like,
what I would
still on
think.
top four.
Do we ever hit the yellow?
Kind of even more of a pocket now.
I guess. Yours are
Do you-
bad.
Yeah.
You can
just
freeze
set it up
to
in a
the
pocket,
nose
you
of
got
the
it.
red,
He's got in
the
off.
back of the button. That's a really good result. But even if
Right?
you
Yeah, like I said, if you
overcurl a
freeze
little
it right
bit,
here, he just
I don't
he
think
hits it, then it
Brenden
goes
is going to
through
have
the
any
top.
shot for more than one.
Yeah, I mean, just force the one here. If we steal, we
Almost like
steal.
making sure there's a little bit of space
What's from
between
this, just line
the
guard?
red on the back button and the one you're about to throw.
Yeah.
Because if they're ever frozen, there may be a chance to throw a lot of weight and try to move everything. If you leave that space, it'll the only chance you'll have is to hit it right towards the yellow. Then you have to throw some sort of
Freeze on top.
draw onto the button.
I think we're
I like
still
the
one.
conversation that John and Wes had right before he headed down there. He was just saying that let's make sure that we get the force here, and if we steal, we steal.
I think that's a
So-
really good outlook on types of situations like these, where you just want to make it as hard as possible, but knowing that the outcome might not be what you want.
Mm-hmm. You can see the steal as kind of a bonus rather than the goal of the end.
Maybe
Yeah.
touch up.
They have their outcome goal and they have the
Where is
bonus
it?
goals, and so they're making sure they stick to their outcome goal, which is important.
Okay.
Oh.
This one looks a little heavy.
They're not touching it. The sweepers aren't.
If the line is good, then it's a little heavy isn't bad, but
It
looks
looks
like it
like
needs to
I guess we
curl.
try to freeze
it looks
up
like
here.
what
Whoa, whoa,
it's
whoa,
doing
whoa.
what Chris's did
Oh,
last
they're
time,
on
where it just
zone.
hung on that line.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of weight sensitive on that line. If you're just a little
Yeah,
bit
just can't
heavy,
come
then
narrow.
it'll
I
hang
like the
out
same
there.
line. How much narrow was I? So maybe a little more than.
So even though they didn't make that shot as well as they'd like to, the force is still on. So
There might be a chance if you come back with like a back 4, back 8,
Same thing.
and just bump those
Same
reds
thing.
a little bit. You might squeeze out the
Yep.
red on the left of center line just enough to get your second point.
Heavy.
yeah, there's a possibility.
I can't tell how close it is to
what
the
was-
red
yeah.
behind it. But either way, you hit the
What was
same
weight on
spot,
that?
you'll at least get your one out of it.
I would say their main goal here is just to make sure they get the one, and if they happen to get lucky and push the red back and get there too, then that's a bonus. He just threw this shot in his first, so he should have a fairly good idea of what it's going to do here. Not touching this one though.
Yeah.
Well, they're going now for
There
line.
they go.
Yeah!
Sweeping hard.
Hard!
Looks close.
Going really hard for line here.
They touch the red, it should be enough.
One yellow.
Yep.
Nope, they make it good enough for one. So Team Brenden is going to pick up their single point here and get on the board.
We get it?
We'll be right back for the fourth end
us?
after this break.
That's fine.
The Granite Society recognizes your financial support of the USA Curling Mission by virtue of your loyalty and leadership gifts. Through your Granite Society donation, you inspire continued development of the sport, as USA Curling can fund grassroots growth and development that prepares our nation's athletes to represent Team USA on the world stage, Olympic and Paralympic Games. Join the Granite Society today.
Of Team Wendling versus Team Brenden. Last end, Brenden got their first point of the game.
That's pretty good.
So now Wendling will have hammer up 2.
Right here is perfect, guys. Caden's rock. Caden.
Zach is calling a center guard.
Where's weight, guys?
Looks like they want a close ones with 3.
Whoa. Never. It's all there.
Sweepers are staying close.
Caden.
They're saying
Caden.
it's
Yep.
good weight.
Caden. Hard, Caden. Hard.
Trying to make
Hard
it
all the
finish
way.
to get to the center line.
Good shot.
It's a nice shot.
Nice.
All right.
Off 4. I think it needs some. Who's rock?
Looks like they've
Go, go,
called
go,
to
you gotta
go.
go. 3-2.
Called to go in the
It is
house.
side.
John.
Calling saying it
It's
died.
not there.
Saying
It's
it's a
not worth it. It's gonna be a
3-2.
high guard.
Out of hand, they were saying like
I
4
don't
or
think so
5
either. It is,
and
I
not
don't know if they
sweeping it.
picked or what, but
Yeah,
like
so
it just,
I almost think that they were calling the corner guard.
well, hey.
It's hard to say. I missed the
Not
beginning
gonna
of
make
the
it
call.
over the hog line though.
Top 8. Guard's fine.
Zach saying that the guard is fine here, which the more guards you have, the better in a situation where you're down in points.
Definitely. It's good to communicate that plan B too. Even if subconscious, it's good to have in the player's head that they can miss it a certain way and still be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Yeah,
a
we're
whole
down.
lot. You can just say
Gotta go.
exactly like he said. Just
Yep.
shout down to the
12.
sweepers,
Gated
make sure
drop.
that the guard is fine.
Hard, Cade. You gotta go. Yep. Hard all the way. Gotta go.
Sweeping hard.
Where's it at, guys? Where's it at? Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, guys. Gotta go.
You're trying to make it curl. Bring it back
We're not
towards the
making
center
it.
line.
Just get it as deep as you can. Hard. Yes. I don't want them equal. Well.
It's a little light, but that's still
That's
pro
all-
side. I think they'd rather that than back of the house to lead
Yeah.
backing.
I guess to be on the safe side.
Yeah, it looks like the double peel, if Wendling were to call it, isn't really a gimme, because
No.
it's looks like the left yellow might jam into
That's way
the
better.
right one.
4, 5. 5. Got a clean.
It looks like a lot, John.
All right, the sweepers are calling 5-6.
6-7.
6-7 now. Not really touching it.
Oh.
Still on the center guard.
What the heck?
John's rock.
It's like
Hard, John.
grinding.
Does get by.
Yeah, you can hear a little surprise from the sweepers there on the how fast the rocks slow down.
Great rock.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
A nice shot there by Charlie.
Control.
Zach calling a control weight hit. Trying to roll back under those 2 center guards they have.
If they wanted to, they could ignore this rock and just come under the centers and try to make it really hard to
How's weight?
remove. But they've opted to hit and roll here.
Yep. Yep.
I like
Gotta
that
go,
call,
guys.
especially later in the game.
Hard,
But
all the way,
since it's
gotta
still
go.
so early, I
Yep.
think they have a lot of time where they can
Yep.
afford to hit, even though they're just down 2.
Whoa.
Looks pretty close.
Let's roll. Ah, my bad.
Does roll towards the center, so that's a good shot.
Zach saying my bad, so
I like
think
this
he
now.
called
Bye.
sweeping a little too much.
So Wendling going to try to roll under the centers here. Maybe thinking that if they were to roll out, then Brenden might decide to draw in and beat them under the center guards.
Yes.
Straight up down.
Yes.
Calling sweep right away.
Control down.
Hard, John.
John sweeping hard on it.
For a
Trying
piece.
really hard to.
Working hard for a
Yes.
piece. It's
What?
close.
I think you said clean.
Looks
Little
like it is a little bit,
miscommunication.
yeah,
Louder. I can't hear.
a little bit of miscommunication.
I've been there too.
It can get pretty loud out on the ice with other teams playing, so
Especially with the masks. It's
Top
a lot
four.
harder to
Masks, yep.
communicate.
We can't be behind.
You have to project more than you normally do.
it can be good as a team to kind of come up with a couple systems in case you're unable to hear, whether that's if one sweeper is sweeping, the other sweeper looks up and watches the skip and
Looks for
relays what he sees.
Mine's
for
good.
hand signals.
We're
Hand signals
guard.
usually work pretty well too.
Gotta go, guys.
Yep.
Gotta go. Hard,
Sweeper's
Caden.
calling this one light.
Guarding.
Says that's just going to be a guard.
Owen, push it.
Just not
Owen,
a-
Owen.
Not a bad pro
Owen.
side miss.
No, I think it's a good pro side, especially if it's
Owen.
close to the center line, which it looks
Not
like it will
you.
be. It's really not a bad outcome. If Team Brenden gets a chance to get under those 3 guards, it's going to be hard to get rid of it. Probably at least 2 shots.
So they're going to try this hit and roll again.
Straight up.
Clean.
We're saying it's similar weight.
Yes. Clean.
Just control. Just
John just
This
cleaning it
one
this
looks
time.
pretty close here. They're calling clean and then on.
Hard, John. All the way.
Oh, just by the guard.
Going hard this time.
I thought I heard whoa. Okay, you need to be clear.
I thought I was, John.
Still some miscommunication going on with the sweeping.
I think it's the muffling of the voice from the masks.
It
'cause
must be, yeah.
They're saying the right words. They're just getting misheard
I like
from
this.
the muffled voices.
I've had that happen before with previous teams where
Just do this. That's
a
fine.
skip will say a word and it sounds very similar to another word that they use
Normal.
for the complete opposite call. So I feel like can we get to choose words that sound completely different, like yes or no, just to
think
make sure it's clear.
An infamous one's probably go and no.
Yep.
Yes.
A lot of skips use those
Yes.
too.
Yes,
And
guys,
they
you gotta
sound
go.
exactly the same from 150 feet away.
Hard.
So
Absolutely.
Gotta
it's
go,
good to
gotta
come
go.
up with words that
Yep.
are going to be
Yep.
distinct and easy to know, even if it's a little muffled.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay, they make contact and roll out, but that's okay. They still have their
Yeah.
3 center guards.
Yeah.
Wes is electing to ignore them and actually use them as his own guards. Because of the stagger, he's able to do that and not have to worry too much about Team Brenden trying a run back.
Yeah, I like this call. Just got to be careful. Don't want to come too deep and allow Team Brenden to freeze on top of you.
Stay close. Charlie's rock.
The sweepers seem
Whoa.
pretty content with John's throw here.
Sweeping to make this curl.
boys. Hard, Charlie.
It looks like the sweepers don't want to go too hard for weight here.
Oh,
Looks pretty close.
not quite behind, but it'll work.
Right on the tee line. A little deep.
Yeah, a little deeper than they would like.
Sit on it.
But it's
So
definitely buried.
should allow room for Brenden to come down and freeze it or tap a little bit.
They almost don't
Possibly
even
get shot.
Yeah, they almost don't even need to touch it. They
Yeah.
can go right to the top button.
Middle tight.
Because that guard on the
how's
left
weight?
is so high, you can really
all
over
there.
curl it and get behind the other 2.
It's there.
They're not
Owen.
touching this much.
Hard on.
Looks like they're calling the audible to try
Fine,
to
fine,
roll off
fine,
this
fine.
other one.
Push it, push it. Hard.
It's right
That
to the
works.
nose. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a good plan B.
Yeah. Should have.
Little bump.
It's hard to tell
Okay.
from here how buried it is, but I would imagine it's at
Like
least
back
fully
four.
buried,
Okay.
probably behind the left yellow.
Yeah.
But curls enough that you can get to it and play basically the shot that that we just saw. Just tap it back.
Yeah, I think judging by how they're throwing this light of a weight at it, I think it's fully buried.
I think a touchdown. I would stay close.
Saying it's about the
Charlie's
same
rock.
weight as
Stay close.
their previous one, which was
Charlie.
about T-line weight.
Chris. Switch.
Switching now.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Trying to make it curl
Hard,
over.
boys, get it here. All the way,
Step
Chris.
2, come on, Chris.
Looks like really good
Really-
weight for the
yeah.
Good
freeze.
job, guys.
Really nice freeze.
Relax. Sorry.
Team Brenden is still
Like
shot,
Guard.
but if you hit that red anywhere, that yellow is going to
top
go out of
post
the
fine.
house.
Anything guarding the path.
Yeah, so now they're going to just call the guard, and
Not sure if we can come from this side, but it's our
it's
the only
late
thing we
enough
can
at the
'cause
end
that's too
that
high of a guard. So.
West will have a
Yep.
bit of a tough time trying to get rid of the yellow, even though their red is in such a good spot.
Looks like they called a tight guard, so 3 guard. It's probably best if they try to get a little
Just
bit under
anywhere guarding
the
the
high
path is
1 guard
fine.
there to make sure there's
Guarding
no
the
easy
path
run
is fine.
for Team Wendling.
Yep. This might not move because we're very outside, but we can't come from the other side because that guard's too high. So. Yep. Not too tight.
I like the specific questions from
We'll-
the sweepers
we'll
here.
just call
I was
you
just going
John.
to say, they're really making sure that they know exactly where they need to place the rock.
Think you gotta go. Hard on.
They're calling
Hard
1,
on. Gotta
2.
go. Yep.
They're calling
Hard,
right.
guys.
Zach
go.
let them know as soon as he let go that
Hard
he
on.
thought it was a little bit light.
Hard. Gotta go on.
It's always a good thing to
Gotta
do
go.
is give your sweepers one quick
Hard
check
on.
right at the beginning,
Yep.
just so they have an update on what you think about it.
Didn't do much.
And if we end here, that's pro side, and we can do something with it later.
Yeah.
So it went a little past the high guard.
I
I
like
like
it.
drawing there.
It makes it a little more difficult to go around, and it looks like
Maybe not
Wes
that
is
far out.
choosing to ignore that
Okay.
side.
Right here.
Yeah.
Asking for a time. I think this side's slower.
What?
If he makes a good draw on this side, he might actually set himself up to get a big end from throwing a hack waiter on his last
I like securing this side first.
at the freeze that John made on his second.
Maybe next time if we're desperate for something.
And imagine the call here is to just get shot around the guards. It's tough though. If they're deep at all, then Brenden can come down again and possibly sit 2.
Yeah, I think we'll expect them to want to plate this like top button and no
Well,
deeper.
okay, where is
They want
it?
to just be shot.
They're not touching this,
Charlie's
saying it's
rock!
a little heavy.
Stay close. Close for line.
Saying line's close.
Get Charlie. Hard Charlie. Hard Charlie,
Calling
come
Charlie
on.
on.
If they can get by
Hold it
the
straight.
guard and tap the red, that'd be really good. But it looks like it is going to crash on the guard.
That's unfortunate because it blocks that draw path too.
It does roll off enough that Wes might have a run back on his last.
Or do we guard
Unless
this side?
Brenden decides to guard that rock.
What do you think?
I almost think
I
you could
this is
draw
harder.
in top 8
I
here.
think you gotta do this, right? Yep.
You
Yeah,
block the hack
Hey,
weight shot, you
broom.
can't run it anymore.
Yeah, you kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You block the run back and make it tough for them to draw in there.
And Zach kind of said it in his last shot too, that it's so far out there, the line, that it's kind of hard to
I
leave a
was
guard.
narrow, so that's why I
So they
drove
might
too
have to
much.
go into the house to make the shot.
I like same weight though.
It sounds like
A
they're
little
calling
less
just
than
the
is fine,
guard.
too. Yeah. Mine's way better.
Really light. Hard.
Hard on.
Super
Yes,
hard.
on. Gotta go.
Super hard on right away.
Gotta go.
This one looks like it might be
Hard,
a little light
guys.
as well.
Hard. Get it by.
They make it over. The line doesn't look too bad though. Try to bounce off that at
Get
all.
over.
Wow.
Makes it a little harder.
More appetizing.
Appetizing, that's a good word.
Yeah, that's a tough.
I think
I
this
would
is
say
just
that this
better
run
to
back
try.
does look
Yeah.
fairly
'Cause, I mean,
appetizing.
you got either side of the rock. If you get a piece,
I
you
honestly
can move
think
that yellow.
They
both
did-
shots are
Just hit like here.
there.
Yeah, they did tick the guard over on Wes's first, so I would imagine you can maybe come down with
Yeah, I guess you're on the 3.
back house weight and possibly tap
normal.
it, but looks like they are going to play this
Wait,
run
don't
back
need too
with
much.
normal weight.
Yeah.
Don't need to pound it.
My thinking was almost come from the other
like that.
side and see if you can try to sneak by the guards.
Yeah,
Throw like a back 8, just punch the yellow through the forefoot, get your 2.
yeah,
Just normal.
But I think they have same risk, similar difficulty.
yeah. I would imagine both shots are about the same difficulty.
And even if you hit thin on this red, the yellow definitely leaves, and you'll probably still get your 2 with the reds that are already in the house.
We gotta hit about here.
So possible shot here for 3 if he makes it really good.
He's not throwing a lot of weight.
Yep.
Yes.
Calling
Gotta
it
go
on
hard.
right away.
Hard, Charlie.
Gotta go hard.
Charlie's
Charlie,
working
hard.
very hard.
Whoa. Whoa.
Seems like it's
Whoa.
close.
It's really close.
Nice shot.
Oh,
A nice
great
shot.
shot.
See
Will he
if that
stick
red
around
sticks
for 3? I think he
Just
will.
barely.
Wow, great shot
red?
by Wes Wendling. Makes it for 3. It's going to go up 6-1 after the 4th end.
Good save, my guy.
USA Curling's new logo is now on merchandise. Shop the latest USA Curling collection to show your pride by sporting a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or quarter zip at usacurling.org/shop.
So we're back here in the 5th end. Wendling now leads 6-1 after that amazing run back for 3. He's looking for the majority of that end that Brenden had a decent chance of stealing, but then Wes played the appetizing run back and made it perfectly.
I like a 6 here.
3.
Chris,
I think it's gonna be slower because it's this left side. All right, gotta go.
Yeah, the sweeper saying that this side is going to be a little slower because, as we saw in the 3rd end, the majority of the rocks are being thrown on the out-turn side, the counterclockwise side.
That's our good rock.
So they are going to come up as a center guard. And Zach going to call the corner guard here.
Definitely interesting to see them call
Mine's fine.
center guard up 5.
I missed the call. I don't know if that was what they were calling or.
Never.
I know out of hand they said 2-3 and we're sweeping it, so they may have been calling top 4 and came up a little bit light.
Kyan.
But either way, it's
push.
It's in a good
Hard.
spot.
Gotta push it.
I really don't mind it. Kind of really puts the pressure on them. Makes the other team
Good shot.
decide too, do they want to play to the center or do they want to really stick to staying to the edges?
Clean. Just clean.
They're going to come around on this
6,
Really
7.
got a curl, but
intern side.
It's there for weight.
The position
Back
of that
house.
corner guard, it's going to be hard to come around on that
Already?
side. Kind of chokes off the draw.
Can you go a little bit? No, just leave it.
This is coming a little bit deep.
Good shot.
Not in a bad spot though.
Definitely usable.
Right here.
I really never mind coming deep when you're coming around the center when you don't have hammer, because ultimately it leads to a lot of play coming around the center. It kind of opens the door for steal opportunities. So they are going to follow
That's
them
pretty good.
here.
Owen Nelson throwing right now.
Or actually, they might be coming around the corner guard.
I think they're trying around the corner.
Yeah.
Gotta be here, guys.
Takes
Gotta
so
be
much
here.
ice that it looks like they're coming around the center.
I think they
Caden,
just
all
have a
day.
little less rotation than
Gotta
the
go.
Wendling team.
Yep.
So you'll see them taking more
Gotta
ice
go.
in general. Looks close.
You get it by the guard.
there, guys.
Are they going to get it in the rings? I think they will.
Good
Even
sweep.
a biter's good.
Yep, just get it in biting. It's a good shot.
That's a nice shot. It's a good sweep too.
Even if they poke out the other side, if Wendling were to try to hit that, there's a chance it could jam on the red. So Wendling just going to ignore that for now and come around the center again. Try to put in a spot above the tee line.
With it just being a biter, he's not too worried, especially if he gets too buried under the center guard. It's going to be more about Brenden chasing them than them chasing Brenden.
Yeah, Brenden would have some work to do.
Just a 2.
Charlie.
Getting better. Charlie. Still 3-2.
Saying that this is just a guard here.
Can you get 4?
I'm saying just a 2, so it'll be about halfway.
Hard, you got it, fighting.
Oh, it's still going.
Great sweep.
Sweepers did well there to bring it as far as they did.
Yeah.
Do a quick
Right
score
here.
update. So on sheet 2, team Kevin Tuma versus team Ethan Hebert. Tuma is
Heavy's
up
fine. You got
3-1
the backer.
without the hammer. On sheet, whichever that 4, team Caden Hebert versus team Daniel Casper. Team Casper is up 7-0 without the hammer.
How's weight?
And then on sheet
there, but I
5,
think you
we have
pushed it.
team Ryan Church versus team Joseph Charles. The score
Oh,
is
where's
5-1
feedback?
to team Charles.
Coming
They
in.
do not have the hammer.
We're there.
Whoa.
Gotta go.
How's weight? Yep.
Weight's good.
Hard on.
So Zach called for coming
Hard
around
all
the
the way on.
centers here.
Push it.
Really sweeping to curl.
Looks like the weight is really good.
It's a really
Good
nice
rock.
outcome.
It's a good
Nice
shot.
shot.
It's angled really well towards
I
that
think we
back
did
red.
it.
So Wes is just going to call it freeze here. Shrink the scoring area even more.
Weight's good. 5.
6 right now. John. 7 right now.
Yeah, Team Wendling's going to do their best to keep Team Brenden from scoring more than 1 in this end.
7. Whoa, don't touch.
Though I'm sure they're okay with giving up 2 because of their lead of 5.
Okay. That's good.
It's a good shot. They tap it back a little bit.
Might leave the opportunity for Brenden
Bump
to
it
come
back.
to it or bump it back a little, just like that.
Just go back 12.
Yeah, Wes kind of has 2 ways to get at the yellow right now. They could either make the short run back on their the rock that they just threw, or since they punched it out in the open a little bit, they could come with the potentially through the port.
The weight's pretty good.
So Brennan's going to try to kind of change the angles here and push the red
That's
back.
not going to do much.
This one looks like it's hanging a little wide though.
Super's not touching it.
Be careful.
Oh,
Weight was good. You just came a little wide. That was actually really good weight.
Still a tricky house
You
for
like control?
Team Wendling to navigate. Those 2 reds being so close to the house makes it hard to actually get around them with much more than like a backline weight.
Can we have this touch more? Isn't it better to hit really thin than thick?
That's it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to hit too thick. So we're really in trouble.
Yeah, good thing that they're talking about pro side here. You wouldn't want to come narrow and potentially peel one of your own centers.
Yes.
Even if you hit it thin and roll your shooter out, could be a good
Chris on
result.
to
Whoa.
keep this out there.
Let's just hit the guard. We're good.
It looks like they are going to be on the guard.
No.
Slide down, weight.
That'll work, John.
It's not bad because it does take that biter out of play right now.
Yeah, they ended up pushing that red into a pretty good spot actually. Now it's going to be really hard for Team Brenden to
I like this.
bring that biter into play like you said.
Go same weight.
All right, Zach calling the same shot here. They'll just
What
try
weight?
to bump back
Same
the
weight
red
as
and roll a little
Kynes.
bit under the center guard.
Back line. Line's tight. How's weight? Yep, Owen. Yes, Owen. Gotta go.
Pulling up for line. Looks like it's coming
Off.
close to that center guard.
Off. We were way down.
Fortunately, that taps the red in front of the red stone and opens up the center line.
I just have to sacrifice the back one.
I like this.
It looks like they can access that yellow rock now. Hit and roll and potentially sit 4.
Like this port.
Yeah.
I think you got to throw normal though.
Yeah.
It's a little tight.
Yeah, it was an
so we lose
unlucky
the back
outcome
one, I
for
think it's not the
Team
worst.
Brenden there.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if they just hit and roll out here, sit 3, no reason to keep too many rocks around and keep it fairly simple.
Whoa.
I think the more rocks in play, the more chances Team Brenden will have to score multiple points.
Close.
Whoa.
Go for curl.
Curl. No, you're good.
Pulling for curl right at the
Looks like
end.
they're
but
just going to pick the rock.
Right,
That's a
rock
good
shot.
shot. No reason to stick around.
That was the pro side.
All right, good sweep, guys.
So Zach's got to make a decision
Is that a
here.
little wide or?
He wants to make a draw somewhere or potentially
Yeah.
peel and
That makes sense.
bail out of the end.
This isn't bad.
Looks like they're going to
don't
call
mind that.
the freeze on the red in the 4-foot.
Making that will set them up well to get 2. They'll be half under a guard, and the best that Wendling can do is probably run the guard in and hope to get the yellow out.
Little tight again. Yep.
Called it tight
yes.
out of hand.
Sweepers weren't
Gotta
touching
go.
it.
Hard, guys.
But they are going for line here.
Seems like the weight
Looks like
might be
this is going to
okay.
over curl.
Ah.
Does just over curl. But it makes the center guard a yellow guard now. So if need be, they can run that into the house.
This way up there.
There's a lot of reds in the house.
Yeah.
So if they were to run, they have a lot of options for which rock to run it back onto.
Yeah, promise guard.
So I think they're just going to
Tick off that one.
Okay.
come down and freeze on their own red in the 4-foot.
Just top 8. Try to get under.
Hear Wes say
That's
that they're
perfect.
trying to go top 8 under that yellow guard. Prevent most any of the run backs that they could try.
Yeah, that way if they run the yellow straight back, Brenden would not be shot.
Even on this side.
You can see even here how much less ice Team Wendling's taking than Team Brenden would for this type of shot.
Oh, that's too much. Slow it down a little bit.
That's okay. Move you a little tight. Chris is rock. Yep. Hard, Chris. Gotta go, Chris.
Going on it for line here.
Hard for line. Chris, gotta go for line.
You want to prevent tapping that yellow into the house.
Where is it? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Line them off.
It's not there.
Must be a little light. Yeah, which it
Whoa,
is.
whoa. That's fine.
Gonna tap it, but not far
It is
enough.
what it is.
Does get into the rings, but doesn't outcount any of the
Get
reds.
ours back into theirs. I don't mind. Yeah, I like this.
So Zach could play the run back still if he wanted to, straight onto the 4-foot rock. It looks like they might play a hit on this this side red foot here, try to kill a couple of the reds and potentially open it up for his last shot.
You might be able to get 3 reds moving on this one.
Yeah.
Depending on how you hit the second one. They did only call normal up, so I wouldn't expect a lot of weight. So I think they're just calling the double.
Yeah. Double.
I think they'd be pretty happy just clearing that 4-foot out a little.
Wait, normal
Try to
up.
make a draw path for themselves.
Normal up.
No.
Not touching it. Presumably they want it to curl. Oh. A little misread there. They wanted to hold that a little more.
I like right here.
Yeah, I like that better than a guard.
Do you go this way?
Yeah, it seemed like they kind of had a missed line call
You
there.
just give it
They didn't really
tight
say anything down the sheet, so I thought it was actually wide.
Yeah.
Assuming that needed to curl.
Maybe the rock just kind of grabbed at the end there, and
Well,
It seemed like it. Because they
Well,
weren't
that's what I'm
too,
saying,
they
it's
didn't
gonna
sound
be well in
surprised. They just
Yeah.
were like, oh.
it sounded like it really needed to curl most of the
Yeah.
way.
What do you mean? I like this because like if you hit here, you're just trying to.
I like the guard.
Because I think we're forcing here, and like we don't have to. I don't know.
Force there too.
Yeah, this is one of those interesting situations where you're already sitting really good, so it's like, where do you put your rock?
How do you throw something that's not going to accidentally hurt how you're sitting?
Yeah. I think Charlie had a good point there that
Yeah, I like it.
possibly their best shot is going to be either tapping the yellow that's in the 12-foot on the center line, or maybe even running it back. So I think that they're just going to throw a guard and block that.
Yeah, and I really did like what Charlie was saying there about it's totally fine. They have the force set up. They don't really need to do much to change that. Brenden would have to make a triple on 3 rocks, where I don't think there's a triple available
Yeah.
in order to get more than 1.
I certainly don't see one if there is.
Maybe a really cool around the world, but that would probably be. You need to throw a lot
Might
of
have
weight
to
for
throw
that.
It's okay,
a
it's a little
2-second peel.
Whoa, whoa.
So might be
Where
there
is
for some
it?
people.
What? Charlie's rock got to curl. Got to curl.
Saying that it's a little heavy
Whoa.
here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No roll, no roll, no roll. Whoa.
It's not bad.
Not bad. It doesn't look like too much changed.
Now they're fat packs and
Yeah, I still should be able to
That
get
one.
to that yellow and run it back if they
And it's
wanted
still
to.
there.
Either yellow. Although I think the one on the center line is more naturally lined up.
Yeah, and you
right.
have more options with that
Alright.
rock.
You want to go normal?
They did
Normal
see
up?
the path to run the other one
Yeah.
on his first shot, but yeah, as I said, a lot more options with this. So they're probably going to throw a similar weight here as his first, normal up. Try to dead stick it on the red.
That sounds like they chose normal. We'll probably hear it again in a second.
Normal up.
Oh, normal up, yeah. Same weight.
It's all there, but.
Right on the nose should stick on the back one.
It's there, but
and
it's tight.
anywhere a little on the outside, you should probably go right into the red in the top forefoot.
All right, last rock of end number 5. This looks like a little more weight than his first one.
It does.
Yeah.
Not touching
No
it
words
yet. Might be
there they go.
calling it
Seems
now.
similar. Close.
Makes contact, but
Shoot.
rolls out, so it looks like it is going to be a steal of 2 for Team Wendling. And that will bring us into the 5th end break. And we'll be back after that.
Oh, great. The show's starting.
Come on. Just trust me. Oh, trust you, like with the dollar oysters.
I don't think those were oysters.
You survived, so... Wait, we can't go that way. Watch this. They'll think we're VIP. Wow. He does think we're VIP. And backstage. Trust me now?
I never doubted you. I did for a second, but it's gone now. I trust you.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
The road to Olympic gold begins in Omaha for the nation's top men's and women's curling teams. The U.S. Olympic team trials for curling return to Baxter Arena from November 12th through the 21st. Only 2 teams can berth an Olympic bid from Omaha. Every match is a battle for a spot in Beijing's Winter Games. Get your all-session tickets on August 16th through usacurling.org. Witness medals in the making this November.
Curling's new logo is now on merchandise. Shop the latest USA Curling collection to show your pride by sporting a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or quarter zip at usacurling.org/shop.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
USA Curling aims to provide continued programming to grassroots, junior, and diversity and inclusion initiatives. Support the future of curling in the United States by making a donation at usacurling.org/donate.
right, we are back here in the 6th end. Wendling is up 8-1 after that steal of 2, so Team Brenden is really going to have to go all out here for at least 3 points. I think their goal is going to be to score more than 2 here, because while that does bring them closer, it's getting late enough in the game that you're probably going to need a crooked score on the scoreboard.
A quick score update for the other sheets. Team Tuma versus Team Hebert. I believe Team Tuma just stole 5, so the score there would be 8-1 Tuma. Team Caden Hebert versus Team Casper. Team Casper took another 2 in the 5th, so now the score is 9-0 Team Casper. And Team Church versus Team Charles. The score is 5-3 to Team Charles, and Team Charles has the hammer.
Saw on Charlie's first there that they came deep top 12, which I feel like is a really common miss after the 5th end break, because they'll mop the sheet after the 5th end, and that almost always speeds up the ice.
Just a little cleaner, not as cold as you might think.
And we're also going to see here that the corner guard is going to slip into the ring, so both teams coming up heavy.
Yep.
It's pretty common to see that happen.
Yes, very common. It's always good to just take an extra second before starting the 6th end and just address that the ice will be a little bit quicker.
And if anything, not any slower.
Yeah. Yeah, if it ends up being the same, then that's fine.
We like that.
I can get rolled.
Yes.
No.
All right.
Good shot.
Hit and roll
That's a
played
good
since
shot by
the
Charlie.
since the guard slipped in. They'll play the hit and roll. Made really well to the side 8. This one back up a little bit too.
Yeah. So is that going to call another corner guard here?
Owen sliding out. The rock's on its way.
Mine's fine.
Even though I'm sure they would rather have 2 corner guards rather than 1.
Right here, guys.
It's not the end of the world with the 5 rock rule, because Wes will not be able to call the peel on Second's first rock. So that rock will stay in play for now.
That's better.
This one is in a good spot, not in the rings.
It's a nice shot by Owen.
Top 4.
Like Ben was saying, the 5 rock rule, Wendling can't hit that rock yet.
So kind of a free draw to the 4-foot here.
Never hurts to have some draw practice.
5.
Makes your players feel more confident as they go into the later ends, as the ice changes.
Careful. Look. It's coming down a bit. Whoa.
They're saying the weight's good.
Whoa, boy. 6 right now. 7 right now. Above T.
Calling top 4.
On its own, T-line. Ready for a finish. T-line
No,
on
no,
its own.
it's there.
T-line on its own.
Okay.
Do not want to touch this. Good rock.
Not a bad spot. Comes a hair deep, but
that's all right.
On the tee line.
I think their main goal is just to make sure there's some rocks in the house for Brenden to have to move.
Normal up.
Looks like they're calling a double here. It seems fairly flat. But if they hit and roll towards the Reds, that's a good option.
Yeah, they can even come down to the back one as well. Although with where those Reds are sitting, I wouldn't mind the draw under the corner guard.
Looks like
you could be second, maybe third shot.
Yeah. It just took a second there to clarify whether or not Zach called the double or just the hit and roll.
Gotta go. Hard, guys.
Going hard to
Gotta go.
get on the left side of this red rock. Might just be on the nose or the other side. They are gonna
tick it over.
Just tick it to that left side.
We'll probably see Wes peel the guard now.
Yeah, just peel the guard.
There you go.
Call. Just calling the out turn.
These inside-out corner guard peels are always a little tricky. I'm thankful as a second that I only need to throw 1 of those now instead of 2.
Clean. Hey, wait. Clean, yes.
Gotta go.
Sweeping right away.
Charlie.
Come on, Charlie.
Really hard.
Come on, Charlie.
Make the roll, John. Hard again. Hard again.
Looks like she's going to roll to another corner on the other side.
Other side.
Not the end of the world. It is their color now, so if they make a good hit and roll behind there, they could play the run.
Again, I wouldn't mind seeing the draw versus the hit here.
Yeah, especially when you're down. You really, those rocks are, you can definitely use them in your favor.
The two in the back especially.
Especially if you're trying to place a rock. You're going to have a better chance of putting it in a good spot with a draw than a hit and roll.
Time's not moving.
A lot of people consider the hit and roll one of the hardest shots in curling.
Because it's so precise. Comes down to millimeters, honestly, to make the right distance.
And they're often so hard to call if you're calling line, because depending on the ice or depending on the rocks, you can hit it. You can hit a rock in one spot in one club and it rolls 6 feet, and you can hit it in the same spot at a different club and it only rolls a couple feet.
And at the same clubs, you throw a 10.5 weight and a 10.0 weight, and it's going to roll so much different.
Hard for nose, Charlie.
Even 10.5 and 10.4.
Hard for nose. Come on, Charlie.
Sweeping hard to make this curl.
Hold it straight.
It's a good shot. It's almost better to roll out there.
I would say so. You don't want to leave any clutter on the sides.
Right here. Top 8.
Zach calling a top 8 draw underneath that guard. See Caden throwing this one.
No, that's
Sweeper's not on it right away.
Never. Never.
It's not the best sign when your sweepers don't want to go near the rock you just threw.
Never like seeing that.
Ooh.
Looks like this one is going to go through the house. So Wes is going to call the peel on his own here. If they make this, then the house is going to be really open. Not a whole lot for Zach to work with. Calling clean.
Whoa.
But they're not.
But they're not cleaning.
But it's fine. It's just a
But it
peel.
looks like a good shot. So
nice throw by John.
So they could hit this rock and go for the blank, but they're down 7 points and it's the second half of the game. So I think they gotta try to make something happen here.
Yeah.
So they are gonna call the freeze, the back one.
I like this call for a freeze. You make it really well, it's going to be hard for Team Wendling to get it out.
Yeah.
You might set yourself up for a 2.
I'm
2s can be
good.
manufactured out of nowhere sometimes.
Absolutely.
Right here, guys.
And because this stone's frozen on the other one, you can actually afford to be a little heavy too.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Fine.
there's
Yep.
a little more room for error here.
Whoa.
Don't have to
Never.
make it perfect as long
Yep.
as the
Yep.
weight is good or a little heavy.
Times rock, yep.
I just took a hog time and I
Whoa.
got 14 seconds.
Right to
Should
it. Right to it.
So it
back
makes
house.
Yeah, that does make sense.
It's pretty good.
It's a pretty good shot.
Over curled slightly. I thought they might go on that one to hold the line.
Right? Yeah, if you want.
So I think Wes should be able to kill this rock and potentially kill a couple of his reds as well. Because those are not helping the situation.
Okay? Yeah. Sounds good.
I'd almost prefer that, like I would call just to clear everything.
Yeah.
Because if you leave those those rocks in the back, we're gonna see Team Brenden try to make that freeze again.
Yeah, you could call this on the nose with like peel weight and probably kill all of them.
We don't need to.
So I'd say that's the pro side miss here if you were to over curl just slightly. And on the nose you should be fine. Should get rid of the yellow. Looks like he's just throwing like
Clean.
normal weight or so.
Yes. Yep. Five hard.
Just enough to hit it out.
March Charlie hard.
Going hard here.
March Charlie hard.
Don't want to over curl
clean.
too much. Well, it
Whoa.
sounds like it's
Clean.
pretty close here. They
Fine.
are
It's a
gonna
nice outcome.
kill one of the back reds, so that's a really good shot.
Wait, is it my shot?
They could still freeze to that,
Oh,
but
okay.
now the two reds are a little further
I
apart.
forgot about that. Oops. Right here.
So it'll be a little easier for Wes to
Yep.
remove a yellow if he makes this good.
Forgot it was my shot. I said I forgot it was my shot.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah, we got. Yeah.
It's good to see that they're still smiling and laughing, having a good time.
I think that's the most important part. If you can still have fun, no matter what the situation is, that means you're truly enjoying the game.
Absolutely. What's the point of playing a game if you're not having fun?
Sweepers are on it right away. I think it's a little bit light.
I think it's back 4, which is fairly close, but they are going for weight and line here. Looks like this is a little bit light here.
We'll drag it as far as they can. They definitely don't want to leave a guard because West might choose to just come around it.
Yeah, us too.
8?
We don't. I just want one right here.
Yeah.
Just biting 8.
So they are going to ignore that rock and just draw top 4. I would assume with this call that red is probably sitting 2.
Yeah, I don't think they would call this if they were only sitting 1 because they'd leave a double opportunity to get there 2 for Team Brenden.
I like this call because, I mean, they could potentially leave a triple, but at the very most they only give up 2, which is totally fine.
And most teams aren't going to throw the triple for the blank.
Yeah.
But yeah, they see an opportunity to get aggressive and force Zach to make a hard shot for his 1, so they're going to take it. I think hitting that stone in the front's almost just accepting that you're going to give up 1 point, and this one's fighting for you to steal. Which I think that's a good idea.
Whoa! Take a look, take a look! Whoa, not deep!
Shot is a lot more precise, I would say, than just removing the yellow, so it's almost like good practice for the games to come this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a good team shot in and make sure you're able to place it in a good spot. This one's going to come a little bit deep. Sticks around for shot.
Triple
there is
might be a triple now.
Yeah.
You hit nose.
Yeah, nose looks
Where
really
do you have
close.
to hit for a triple? I don't know if it's there.
That's part of the danger of throwing that
Okay,
last
well,
shot.
let's go for it, because why not? You know?
If you ever come up heavy like that, you leave something else. I almost think pro side was light. You leave a guard.
Yep.
They're not going to be able to hit those reds in the back.
Yeah, if the line was good, guard would be fine. So they are going to try to throw the triple here. I think they're going for nose, and at the very least they can
We're going for the triple, boys.
play it for their 1.
Very heavy peel weight.
At this point in the game, I don't think it's a good idea to at least try it.
Zach telling his sweepers that they might want to get a head start because he's going to throw this pretty hard.
You could almost throw just a normal peel weight at it.
No,
it'd be fine.
It's
yeah, you don't have to throw it too hard.
It's lined up for him.
I gotta stand up. Okay.
Take an extra second and stop laughing.
Okay.
Here we go. Zach's last rock of the 6th end.
No, no, no!
Oh, that's way wide.
Uh-oh. Sounds like they're wide on this
No,
one.
Kyle!
Whoa!
They've been curling a lot. It might be close.
Oh.
Well, kills 2 of them, but
wow. That's
ends up
fine.
being a steal of 1 for Team Wendling.
Maybe 2.
And it looks like they're going to
It doesn't matter.
concede here.
We were just going. Oh, yeah, I know.
So Team Wendling will take the victory. 9-1 over Team Brenden.
I think we'll hop into the end of the game here. Thanks for coming to watch the men's draw 6, Wendling versus Brenden. We'll be back again at 8 p.m. Central Time for women's draw 2.
Check out this one. Long hair, loves to hike and plays frisbee.
What is he, a Labrador?
So should I meet him?
You're not that adventurous.
Yes, I am. Try me.
Okay. Jump into that lake.
I'll do it.
Let's all do it. I'm in. This is crazy. You coming?
Seriously? It is way too comfortable in here.
It's freezing.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go play.